All righty, good morning. Time is 7:34. Let me make sure my phone volume was not off. So you heard two of me there just for a second. That's a nightmare. In the meantime, thank you guys for joining us here at 7:34. We are live on the 10 News app, on Facebook, on YouTube, on our streaming platforms, you name it. We've got a way to get in touch with you guys on what so far is a wet start to our Thursday morning. Some pockets of heavy rain out there. We know that school's starting up for some school districts. We know you're trying to get out the door for the commute, so just wanted to help guide you guys through that on this Thursday. But if you're in a place where you can comment, whether it's our website or Facebook or YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. We'll try and help you out as best as possible. Right now, rain, some of it heavy at times in Wytheville and Blacksburg, as we've got live looks at downtown Wytheville from the Bowling Wilson Hotel Skycam and also Virginia Tech in Blacksburg. This, a local look at some of the rain that's pushing through. I think a lot of you guys know this, but the green is kind of the light stuff, the yellow, the red, some of the heavier rain showers out there. So we'll kind of start you guys out in the Roanoke Valley. We'll zoom into parts of Franklin County, Roanoke County as well. Zoomed in a little bit too much there, but there you see Cave Spring on the map, Manita, Huddleston, Smith Mountain Lake getting a little bit of rain out there. We'll kind of bring you farther north so you see what's to come into Bedford County, into areas like Blue Ridge, Fincastle, and Trouttville. You see Timberlake on the screen there. Again, none of this is severe, but could be a little bit of a nuisance for your morning commute. Parts of the New River Valley have been getting quite a bit of rain. Nothing that's resulting in any kind of flooding out there this morning. That's some good news, but you do see some of the heavier pockets along some of the higher terrain there. And I'll step out of the way for a little bit so you can kind of see what is going on, especially south of Wytheville as you're getting closer to areas like Max Meadows, areas like Pulaski. Again, some of us in Pulaski County heading on the school bus this morning, and it's a very wet start to your school year. But again, some of us in need of the rain. Giles County with some pretty widespread rain as well. Floyd County with some heavy rain out there. I've got the lightning tracker turned on, so you're not seeing any kind of lightning. That's some pretty good news for you. We did have a little bit of that in Wythe County earlier this morning. Kind of, again, push the map out there, and you can see that parts of Craig County getting in on some of that light rain this morning. So, again, this is going to be pretty widespread, pretty continuous here as we go through the next few hours. But what we'll do here is we'll turn off the local radar, and I'll show you why. We're going to go to a more national view. So what this does is it takes a few different radar sites and kind of makes a composite image. It's actually a little smoother looking, and it allows us to kind of zoom out and see what's going on a little bit farther to the west. So you see the bulk of the really heavy rain, the lightning. You see that line down there toward Greenville, South Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. So that's going to be the strongest part of this particular storm system, and still the back edge of the rain in eastern Kentucky there. So it's going to be a few hours before we kind of see this clear out. But most of it, again, is going to be beneficial rain for us. In fact, if you look at the chance for any kind of stronger thunderstorms, that is mostly going to be to our south, especially as you go along Interstate 40 into parts of the Carolinas. We'll draw a line farther south there as well. And you can see that line that's coming in from Greenville, South Carolina. That's going to move into the Carolinas. So again, our severe weather threat is pretty low. That is some great news for us here on this Thursday. Mostly just some beneficial rain that's moving into the area as we got to bring you back to the home view on this Thursday morning. There we go. I just got to back my head out of the picture there. We'll give you a more detailed look at the radar, see if there's any kind of indication of stronger winds out there. So let's go to the local view at first. I'll pause it. That way we're not getting any kind of confusion here, but you do see some areas of potentially stronger wind in the New River Valley. Some of that may be making it to the ground, especially as you go into parts of Grayson and Wythe counties. We'll zoom in for you. And just to the north of Independence, so right where you see right there, that's right along Elk Creek Parkway. Again, nothing severe, nothing damaging, no rotation with that. But when you see some of those brighter greens, it's an indication that you may have some gustier wind along with some of the heavier rain that's moving through portions of Wythe County, Grayson County, especially as you go south of Interstate 81. You see especially some of those areas in the red, that indicating, again, some of the heavier rain, one of which just to the south of Wytheville there. And you've got another that's just to the north of Pulaski. Again, Pulaski County, some of us going back to school today and having to encounter some of that. Heavy rain continues off toward areas like the Tri-Cities, like Abingdon. In fact, what we'll do is we'll kind of switch out the radar site. That way we can see if that's just an overestimation or not. So the one that we've been using has been the one in Blacksburg. We'll go to the one in Morristown, Tennessee. And now that looks like it's just about as heavy as what the radar in Blacksburg was indicating. So yeah, some heavy rain on the way for those of us in the New River Valley. Again, most of it is beneficial this morning, but there will be some heavy pockets that kind of get in the way of the morning commute here as we kind of put things back to about an hour. There we go. So you can kind of see the loop there. If you have any questions, let us know in the live stream, whether it's on Facebook or on the 10 News app. But yeah, in the meantime, heavy pockets for now. Looks like more steady rain building in from the west, and that should limit the potential for any kind of severe or damaging thunderstorms this morning. Again, that threat's only at about a level 1 in Southside. You see that in the green between about 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. There's Future Tracker showing that swath of moisture moving through. I think by 10 o'clock this morning, it'll be a little bit heavier than maybe what Future Tracker is indicating, but still goes to show the more numerous or widespread nature to some of the showers and storms that we'll be seeing this morning. Heading into the afternoon, there you see that chance for a stronger storm or two. Henry, Pittsylvania, Halifax, and Charlotte counties. Beyond that, though, we'll start to pull in the air out of the northwest, and that'll start to at least dry things out a little bit. Still some hit or miss downpours out there heading deeper into the afternoon and into the early portion of this evening. Time now 7:41, by the way, if you're just joining us. A happy Thursday, and thank you for joining us. Now, heading into the evening, even though we turn drier, we are going to turn a little breezier, and it's nothing that's going to go causing any damage or anything like that. But you do see the wind gusts between about 4 and 7. About 20 to 25 miles per hour may actually be kind of a comforting breeze for you, but just one of the side effects of today's storm system. High temperatures otherwise 70s in the mountains, elsewhere about 80 to 83. Then overnight, pretty typical as far as temperatures are concerned, 62 to 66. Because we see the widespread rain today, I think we could see some fog first thing tomorrow morning before temperatures rise. So if you don't yet have the kids in school, maybe a good pool day tomorrow heading into the weekend. I think there's plenty of time to head out to the pool. Just have to watch out for some isolated showers and some thunderstorms. That threat or that chance is only going to go up for us heading into next Monday, right? Because you have the heat and the humidity, but you need something to kind of trigger that, right? You can have gasoline in the lawnmower, but you still have to pull on the cord for the lawnmower to start. That's what this front will do for us. So I do think we see storm chances rise by Monday. A few stronger ones a possibility Monday afternoon and evening. Is there any cooler, less humid weather in the forecast? This humidity needs to go away, says Jeffrey Ray. And I'm glad you brought that up because I'm about to show you here in the extended forecast. So not necessarily for the weekend. You know, the weekend's still going to be pretty hot, still going to be pretty humid. We'll be in the upper 80s and lower 90s. I believe we're about 42 to 43 days away from fall, by the way. And preseason football is going on. College football is around the corner, so we're getting there. We're getting very close to fall. But it's not necessarily going to feel like fall next Tuesday and Wednesday, but the air will be less humid. I'll step out of the way so you can get a better picture of what to expect. So now through the weekend, still pretty sticky, Jeffrey. Monday's still going to be humid. We'll see storms out there due to that front, but once that front passes through, we'll start to pull in the air out of the northwest. And so by Tuesday and Wednesday, high temperatures about 80 to 86. The mornings mid to late next week should be a little cooler, 50s and 60s. So at least a little more refreshing and a little less humid. That's what the forecast data is indicating right now. Jeffrey, I'm like you, man. I am not a fan of the humidity. I will gladly take it cold over hot, but it is August in Virginia, so at least some time to spend outside if you like going to the pool or to the lake this weekend. And thankfully, this morning's rain, while it is humid, it's not like tropical. It doesn't feel like Florida out there. In fact, I just got the alert on my phone from the WSLS 10 weather app that we've got rain nearing my current location here at the studio in Roanoke. So thank you guys again for joining us. We'll have another quick update at about 7:56, 7:57 on the Today Show, and then another live one at 8:26 for you. But yeah, if you have any questions, any reports, any pictures, things like that, you can send those through Pin It on the weather app, or you can message me directly on Facebook. And Jeffrey saying amen to upcoming fall. Again, man, I'm with you. I feel like we were best friends in a past life, because I had a pumpkin candle lit the other day. And yeah, I'm ready for football. I was drinking a pumpkin ale, so I don't know. I'm one of the ones that rushes it. I enjoy summer. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy it while we've got it. I enjoy the activities that go along with it, going to the pool, the lake, doing a little bit of grilling out. But I am a little biased toward fall, one of my favorite seasons, especially around here because of how beautiful it can get. But in the meantime here, I'll step off screen. We'll leave you guys with the extended forecast as we're coming up on 7:45. Appreciate you joining us for this morning's Appcast. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Don't forget the umbrella at home, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care.